cause when you go away, and people are talking, I miss what they say, 'cause it all means nothing, my dear, if I can't be holding you near. Just tell me you love me, 'cause that's all that I need to hear. I sit in my kitchen with nothing to eat, with so many friends I don't wanna meet, 'cause I don't need music in my ears, I don't need the crowds and the cheers, oh, just tell me you love me, 'cause that's all that I need to hear.
Alexandra. I thought this would be hard to write because it's just so difficult to explain how much you mean to me and how much I love you. I tried to recall that specific moment that I said, I'm going to marry this woman. But then it occurred to me that there wasn't a moment since we first met that didn't feel perfect. From the first few days staying up talking until 4 a.m. for 12 hours at a time to moving into our first apartment, everything with you just fell into place so naturally. You are the most caring and compassionate person that I know. I love how smart and creative you are, and it shows in how you can make our one-bedroom apartment feel like a home. You are so brave and resilient. Nothing ever keeps you down for long. I have watched you grow so much in the past few years, always pushing yourself to deal with the obstacles in your way. I am so excited to start our life together, buying our first house, starting a family, watching our kids grow up and seeing the lives that they build and knowing that they will carry a piece of both of us into their new families. Throughout our life together, I promise to be attentive and make sure that our life is always ours, that we and the family always come first. I vow to make sure that you never face anything alone and that I will always be there for you. I promise that we will face any challenge together and to take care of both of us to make sure that we are both around to see our family grow. I will support you in anything you choose to do and any new endeavor you choose to embark on. I know that together that we can make it through whatever life throws at us. I love you so much, and I can't imagine a more perfect partner to start this journey with. You are my biggest supporter and my closest friend. I cannot wait to start our forever together, and I'm so excited that it starts today.
John, you told me once that you never thought your wife would be your best friend, that you always thought your wife was going to be someone who supported you, but wasn't necessarily going to be the person you would always laugh with and have fun with. On this day, I vow to you to always be your best friend, to always be the person you look forward to seeing at the end of the day, to always be the woman who wakes up beside you and smiles. I vow to always love you, always support you, and to always be a goofball on your gloomy days and your cheerleader on your biggest days. I vow to never give up, to always look towards the future with you at the forefront of my mind. I vow to always choose you, to always choose us. I'm yours for now and for always in every way that counts. You've been my greatest love, my greatest adventure, my supporter and my rock in our crazy lives, and I vow to always be yours. You have made me believe in fairy tales again, that the men in my books really do exist. And my heart, however cracked and pasted back together it is yours and forever will be, no matter what comes our way. I've loved you from that very first night, and I'll love you until my very last.
Me too.
It all means nothing, my dear, if I can't be holding you near. Just tell me you love me, 'cause that's all I need to hear. I sit in my kitchen before, but hearing it from you means much more, so much more. Reply to my message.
I want to welcome you all here today. A beautiful day for a celebration. The marriage of Alex Roanspees and John Ives. A culmination of 3 years of commitment, of joy, of excitement, of memories old and new, and of hardships which resulted in betterment. A tangled web that brings us here to this moment. We're here to laugh with them. Some of you are here to cry. Some of you have already started. For those who don't know me, my name is Ben, and I'm what's called an internet minister. I'm also the stepbrother of the groom, so I was very puzzled when John came up to me and asked, "Hey Ben, will you be my," and I said, "Best man?" And he said, "Officiate," and I said, "Okay, fine." It's wonderful to see so much family and friends here, and I'd like to say on behalf of Alex and John, thank you all so much for being here. I know it means the world to them. I'd like to begin by talking about family. When we come together for these celebrations, it is often the only time we get to see a lot of the people we consider family, which I think rings especially true here, with so many of you coming from different parts of the country to be here today. Love is difficult from a distance. Nowadays, you can pretty much communicate with anyone you want at the press of a button, but through a screen or phone call, it's truly difficult to come together, especially as a group. And I think it's human nature to take that for granted sometimes. So isn't it a beautiful opportunity that presents itself for us today? Standing in front of us is love formed from states away. What are the chances? It's fitting because we sit here today with all of our separate families to witness the beginning of a new one. But not just future kids and grandkids, but the present connection that will bond all of us. Something that I hope no one takes for granted. So I welcome everyone here to be family today. Parents, grandparents, cousins, siblings, half-siblings, step-siblings. Let's come together to celebrate true love at its finest and send Alex and John off as they begin their journey. So how did we get here today? Every love has a story, and I particularly like this one because it feels like it was written in the stars for these two to meet. And by the stars, I mean the algorithm of the ever-popular dating site Tinder. Alex, living in Chicago at the end of 2021, was over in New Jersey for a few days. John came across Alex and matched with her, but her profile said she was 600 miles away. John's pickup line was, "Hey, why does it say you're 600 miles away?" And Alex was swept off her feet. John and Alex talked all night and much of the following days until they finally met in January of 2022 at a coffee shop in Princeton. One of their favorite dates came on Valentine's Day a month later, when they went to their first fancy restaurant together, but they were anything but fancy. Some details Alex and John gave me included that they were two bumbling morons, and that there were some issues with oysters. Everything was going great, but a long-distance relationship can be difficult with scheduling and travel expenses. But that was not going to stop John. In April, he flew out to Chicago for the first of what would be many trips to see Alex. To try and impress her, John gave a homeless man $20 and then ended up in a conversation with him for an hour. As the months went on, a connection continued to develop until John and Alex finally closed the distance in January 2023, when they moved into their new apartment in Pennsylvania. Later, they would be joined by their first children, Archer and Duck, 2 cats. Didn't mean to make the parents freak out there. Finally, in June of 2023, it was time. John had a stargazing date all planned out, where he was going to ask Alex to marry him. The problem is, that day, Alex was out driving and she got into a little accident. She was okay physically, but needless to say, she was not in a stargazing mood. Instead, she insisted they go on a picnic. So John, with plan A already completely out the window, took Alex to Southampton Municipal Park, where he asked her to marry him. And that is what brings us here to this day. I know I embarrassed our bride and groom a little bit just now, but it's the quirkiness and awkward details of a relationship story that contributes to making their love truly unique and truly theirs. And these are going to be stories that they share with their family for years to come, and friends. Okay, so I am not the best man, but I have a microphone. So I want to say a little something.
Oh.
Oh.
Jack. We were two. Oh, his name's Jack, by the way, to me. To some of us, it's Jack, so don't be confused. So, Jack. We met when we were kids, and we were two pretty different kids. You know, you were a monster, I was perfect. You know. But despite our differences, we found some common ground, mostly in video games and music. And it was kind of hard because, you know, every 2 weeks I would see you and I would see Tara and Sean, and I would get dropped off, and it was just me. And I was jealous because you got to go home with all your siblings. And as I got older, I realized the significance of those visits and having that as a child. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is you're the brother I never had. You're the friend I needed. And I'm so proud of the man that you've become.
Thank you.
Don't think I forgot about you, Alex.
Oh, no.
You're next.
Alex, I only met you 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. It was an emo night. We went to an emo night in the city. And I remember my first impression is you were just so bubbly and welcoming, and you were so outgoing, and you gave me a big hug, and I was like, oh. So I was just like, I was immediately great first impression. But as I got to know you, I realized how kind you are, and most importantly, how much you cared for Jack. And so I would not have anyone else to be with Jack for forever. And I'm proud to call you a stepsister-in-law. Doesn't really sound cool, so I'll just say sister-in-law. And one last thing, thank you both for letting me do this. It is an absolute honor.
Thank you.
Okay. Good doing business. Okay. Please join hands. You're already doing that.
Well, yeah, we're good.
All right, wait, what we got?
That we're ready.
Okay, the official stuff. Do you, John, take Alex to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Alex, take John to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Now we're going to do the vows. I now invite the best man, Eric, to give the bride and groom their rings. Don't put them on each other's fingers just yet.
John, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my promise
as a symbol of my promise
to love you forever.
to love you forever.
With it, I promise
With it, I promise
that I will honor you, cherish you, and love you
that I will honor you, cherish you, and love you
the rest of my days,
the rest of my days,
regardless of what challenges
regardless of what challenges
or triumphs we face together.
or triumphs we face together.
And you may put the ring on John's finger. John, repeat after me. Alex, I give you this ring
Alex, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my promise
as a symbol of my promise
to love you forever.
to love you forever.
With it, I promise
With it, I promise
that I will honor you, cherish you, and love you
that I will honor you, cherish you, and love you
the rest of my days,
the rest of my days,
regardless of what challenges
regardless of what challenges
or triumphs we face together.
or triumphs we face together.
You may put the ring on Alex's finger. Now for something, I've never seen at a
Take
wedding
this one off.
personally, but I think it's incredibly beautiful because we are going to see John and Alex sign their marriage certificate and make it legal in front of us in real time. I just think that's so beautiful. Alex, John, this day is yours. This moment is yours. This love is yours and nobody else's. It is now time to celebrate it. If there is nothing further, then by the power vested in me by getordained.org/become-minister, and by the state of Pennsylvania, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. As husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Ives.
It all means nothing, my dear. If I come holding you near, tell me you love me. That's all I need to hear. Sit in my kitchen. I miss what you say, 'cause it all means nothing, my dear, if I can't be holding you near. So tell me you love me, it's all I music in my ear. I don't need the crowds and the cheers. You means much more, so much more. A part of my blessing, and you cut my coat. So tell me you love me, that's all I need to hear.
Friends and family, make some noise for our new Mr. and Mrs. Ives.
So when I was young, newly married, father, who was not yet a father yet, but Robin was pregnant. One of the biggest concerns for me was the worry of like, oh, will my child, which I didn't know it was a girl or a boy, so will my child be okay? Will she be born with a labor workout okay? I was very, very concerned about this. So that was a major, major concern, and I had a lot of anxiety over it. So although I misdirected some of it into like, hey, look at this cool stroller. So I was obsessed with strollers. But there's a lot of anxiety behind that. And finally, I was thinking, well, as long as we can get through the birth, right? After the birth, that's it, right? I'm going to be direct. So everything worked out great. Right? Alex was born, no complications, everything was perfect. And then I realized, wait a minute. This is the rest of my life. I'm going to be worrying about her forever. So it doesn't end there when everything worked out great. So little did I know that I would be going on the roller coaster of Alex Rose. All very good, sometimes bad, but up and down, and it was a great experience. And I've loved every moment of it, actually. There's been times when I was very worried and upset. But we've come out the other end in a great, great situation. So, I continue to worry, right? After seeing John and Alex together, I can stop worrying. John, we put you through the test. You come out shining at the other end. You're an optimist, you're a can-do person, and I've seen your relationship back and forth, and I really think this is an amazing thing. I always say, you know, we're here. Why do we do what we do? And the reason we do what we do is for this. So, anyways, I love you, and I'm so glad you guys are together. And that's my speech.
Well, hey everyone, for those that don't know, my name is Madison, I'm the maid of honor, and obviously Alice's best friend, in case that wasn't clear, it's me. I've known Alex for almost 12 years now, and we've made a lot of memories in that time. Too many for me to really go over in my time slot, so I'll keep to the highlights, so you can start to know was short. We met sophomore year in English class, and we got paired to do a project together. Ooh, project work was what I don't really know. Yikes. I was like, who's the girl? Alex? I don't remember. And the project was about taking risks. I don't know about that. And a lot of people did dumb, silly things to earn their points. Go to a movie by yourself. Go out to dinner, order a lot of food, but you're gonna eat it all. Propose to someone's boyfriend in the hallway. Just make people laugh. Not that Alex to do that, of course.
Nope.
But not her. She turned to me and she was like, what are you scared of? And I was like, I don't even know you. But that's true. I was like, I don't really like birds. I don't really like fish. Like the flying, the swimming, it's not for me. And she goes, okay, perfect. I've got a plan. And Alex is just one of those people who just get drawn into her orbit. She's just so effortlessly effervescent, bubbly, charismatic. You just get caught up right away, and it just makes you go, yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. Let's do that. That's what happened. That's what I did. She took me to a pet store, made me hold a giant bird on my arm. That was horrible. She took me to the creek, made me walk in my bare feet. The fish swam by me. There was bugs. It was traumatizing. And she laughed and laughed and cackled the whole time. And it was fun, and that's just who Alex is. Even in the hard times or the scary times, she's that person that is still gonna make you laugh and look back at those memories and you'll be like, I guess that was okay. That was kind of fun. She makes you remember them fondly. And hopefully we make some memories. I'm sure we caused your parents a little bit of trouble. Sorry, you guys. I remember one notable time we decided that that bathroom in our house didn't have enough color in it. But we're gonna paint it turquoise at midnight right now. And we did. We got a little bit on the ceiling, and it wasn't the best job, but it stayed for a couple of years, so.
It's still there. Still there. It's still there.
So I guess it wasn't that bad. Good job. And our friendship is just always been like that. Spontaneous, fun, lasting. But Alex, she's someone you walk by your side, even in those small, quiet moments. Doesn't always have to be go, go, go. She's that person that will bring you your favorite food when you're sick, that will sit with you when you're sad, but she will still celebrate your triumphs like they're her own. And as I stand here today, looking at the incredible woman that you have become, I am filled with so much love and gratitude. 12 years of friendship that gave me a front row seat to witness your journey, and I'm really honored to celebrate this new chapter with you guys. You deserve every ounce of happiness that John brings into your life. His love, support, and kindness have only amplified the beautiful qualities I've always admired about you. Your compassion, your resilience, and your generosity. I've never seen you happier and just so excited about life before. Just so excited for the next day's going to bring you. And when I see you guys together, you are 100% authentically, genuinely yourself. And that's how I know that this is your person. That this is your other half. And while I wish I could have been there to watch your relationship develop and unfold, unfortunately, we were hundreds of miles apart, several states in between us, but that really didn't affect our friendship at all. And as I look at John, I see a partner who loves and cherishes you for who you are. He celebrates your triumphs, supports your dreams, and makes you shine even brighter. Not that I thought that was possible. And together, you really embody the essence of true love, a love that's patient, kind, and unconditional. Obviously, he's never going to be as close to you as I am. I guess a little take second place. To Alex and John, I offer you these words. May your bond continue to grow stronger with every passing day. May you find solace in each other's arms during life's challenges and rejoice in each other's successes. May your love inspire those around you as a beacon of love and devotion. And Alex, I promise to always be here for you through every up and down, just as you've always been for me. You make me braver, you make me kinder, you just make me better. To John, welcome to our circle of love and friendship. You captured our broad heart, and I guess now you capture all of us. Congratulations, Alice and John. May your love story be one for the ages. And cheers to
One more time for our native mom and Madison.
You don't need to worry about the tangentry, you have to worry about the mic. Why is this? This also has to do with why I was selected as the best man. Traditionally, with regard to marriage as it came about in the United States and through Europe and through Judeo-Christian tradition, the best man was not just selected to make a party and that he was a pal and he'd drink with them. It's because the best man's responsibility is first and foremost to defend the integrity of the groom to everyone who's come to see. And so I don't have much to offer as a man. According to the standards of this society, I don't have a huge net worth, I don't have much property. But I'm a man who can speak freely. And this is exactly why I've been chosen. I'm not bound.
I'm not sure that's why.
Right? Exactly. She knows it too. So first I will say this. With regards to Alex, according to my estimation, John could not have selected a kinder and gentler soul. And right off the bat, I noticed this. And I don't say this lightly, as you know. Say whatever the hell I want. So, I understand there is a grave risk with regard to what the Roman states have done. They're giving their daughter to this man here. And they got to meet me, and the man can be judged by the company he keeps, and it seems people look at me and they have mixed feelings about that. So, this is a rather serious job. So I stand before you and before God, and my integrity as a man to say that not only having known John as long as I have, and despite our growing differences with regards to our pursuits in life, I've chosen to remain rather insular, and my pursuits tend to be rather lofty, and I keep to myself. But because of this, it has afforded me an education in which I think I'm qualified to make these judgments. So I'll say this, with everyone as my witness, that John could not have been a better choice. Because of the people I keep in my life, the reason I've kept John in my life is because I can always count on him to remain honest, loyal to those he loves, and to do right by the people just because he cares about the integrity of his own character. And you have my word, as the parents of Alex, that I will make sure, as a confidant and his closest friend, that he will do right by your daughter and to the obligations of his marriage. All right. To lighten the serious note of this, I'd like to, I don't know who was here for Tap's speech yesterday. He was the second choice, by the way, for best man. I decided, John came to me and said, do it if you don't want to, and I said, oh, of course I will. But I gotta be allowed to speak in front of everybody. Little addendum to his story. His nickname, Little John, did not come because we knew multiple Johns. It's from the Robin Hood story, but I gave him that name.
That's from I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You suck. This is my name. I've already kept everyone here for too long. I love you guys, and that promise is not made in jest. It's not lip service. As long as I'm around and I grow a breath, I will make sure that the integrity of your marriage is respected, and that people can look to you guys as you grow old and say, that's how I want my parents to be, that's how I want my marriage to be.
Amen.
I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday. Boots with the fur, the whole club was looking
vibe and about to go. Them birthday cakes, they stole the show. So sexual, she was flexible.